Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nashley, and today's video I will be sharing with you the newborn essentials that a lot of people say you need, but you really don't need them. I had my daughter 11 months ago, so it's almost been a year, and I am currently pregnant with baby number 2. I am almost 24 weeks, so I have an idea of what a newborn needs, and I have all of the things that I will be using with my second newborn. Before I get into the list, I kind of wanted to do a little disclaimer because we're all different people. We all have different tastes, different preferences. So maybe some of the things that are on my list are things that have worked for you and your family, and that is perfectly fine. Do not take offense to any of the things that I'm saying about the items that I'm about to talk about. They just simply didn't work for me and my family. So let's get right into it. The very first item that I'm going to talk about is a wipe warmer. The wipe warmer dries out the wipes fairly quickly compared to when you keep them in like the little container that they come in already. Our newborn also really didn't have a preference or didn't seem to mind the wipes from the actual package instead of the wipe warmer wipes. She was perfectly fine either way. I think babies' butts have been being wiped with room temperature wipes for many years, and I don't know that having a wipe warmer makes that much of a difference. But if your newborn is sensitive to really cold stuff and they get really upset and you want to make them more comfortable by using wipes in a wipe warmer, maybe you should just put a few wipes at a time in the wipe warmer so that they do get dried out. It's not going to be like your whole package dried out, it's just a couple of them. The second item, it's actually a bottle warmer. We did not use a bottle warmer, and I actually think my newborn preferred to have cooler milk, if that makes sense. Like, she would take it straight from the fridge, and I think she enjoyed it more than anything. She drank all of it every single time. So she wasn't fussy about the temperature. Every now and then we would give her formula, and the formula would be more room temperature, and she was also fine with that. So I could have locked out, and my newborn isn't fussy about the temperature of her milk, but we didn't need the bottle warmer. It just wasn't very useful to us. Number 3 was a bottle sterilizer. We did have this as well. We ended up returning it because it was kind of bulky. It took up a lot of space on our countertops, and we just weren't a fan of it. And for the price of it, we could have gotten so many other things that were helpful. So we returned the bottle sterilizer, and instead we got, it's like a grass pad, it's a drying rack. And we bought little accessories so that we could put like the bottle nipples on there or pacifiers to hang so that they wouldn't kind of sit on the grass pad. Either way, the grass pad is pretty cool. I'll insert a picture. I actually have it in my newborn must-haves because we love it. We just wash everything and then we set it to dry there, and they air dry fairly quickly, and it doesn't take up a lot of space on our countertops, and we love it. So we recommend that instead of a bottle sterilizer. Number 4 is the Dockatot. I know that every mother out there is like, Dockatot this, Dockatot that. Dockatot's amazing, and if it worked for you, then that's wonderful. I'm happy that it did. We decided to go with the Boppy nursing pillow, not the lounger. I don't know if you've heard of recently, the Boppy loungers have actually been recalled because they've been linked to infant deaths, just because people leave their babies sleeping in these things, and when they roll over, you know, their little faces can get suffocated with the pillows, which honestly, it's like a smaller version of the Dockatot, and that's why I never really preferred the Dockatot over the Boppy nursing pillow, where it's kind of like a half donut shape. That one I use to help me breastfeed, to help support me while I cuddled my newborn. I used it for tummy time, and I did use it for her to kind of lounge in. But as I was mentioning earlier, if you leave your newborn unattended on anything like that, where there's like surfaces that kind of stick out, they're at risk for suffocation. So you want to make sure that if you're using, if it's the Dockatot or the Boppy lounger or whatever it is that you're using, that you have an eye on your newborn. Do not leave them unattended because the consequences can be severe. So yeah, the Dockatot wasn't something that we chose. We chose the Boppy nursing pillow instead. And I think the main reason why was because we could transition the Boppy nursing pillow into many different stages of her life, because she used it up until like 6-ish months to help with like tummy time, lounge around, and all that stuff. So that's why we chose the Boppy nursing pillow instead of the Dockatot. But yeah. Moving on to number 5, it would be a tub thermometer. We actually have it, and we still have it. And when I say that we still use it, it's really more like a toy for her. It's a bath toy for her. It's a ducky, and it has like a little temperature reader. Honestly, it doesn't even have batteries, so we don't really know the temperature of the water exactly to the T, but we do know that, you know, if you put your hand in the water and it's hot for you, it's most likely too hot for your newborn. And so you just want to make sure the water is like warm and your newborn seems comfortable in the water. If your newborn is crying, check if it might be too hot or too cold. So I don't really think the tub thermometer is necessary by any means. Another one that's pretty popular and they're so cute are the little baby towels. I didn't personally buy any for myself, but I did receive many for my baby shower, and they're cute. I think I might have taken a few pictures of her wearing them, but honestly, I just use our regular towels most of the time, and they're just as absorbent, and they do the same exact thing as baby towels. So why waste money buying something that you most likely already have and is going to work just fine? Just make sure that you know, obviously you're using a clean towel. Babies tend to be more sensitive and prone to skin issues in the very, very beginning, especially when they're newborns. Number 7 are hand mittens, okay? I am an occupational therapist for one, and I strongly believe that, you know, babies, even from newborn stages, learn about the world through the 5 senses, and one of those, you know, is touch and feel. And when you have things that are covering, you know, you don't know like where your hands are. They all of a sudden disappeared because they're being covered by hand mittens. And I know we want to prevent scratches on the face, and the best way to do that is trimming their nails. You could just file them down and it'll most likely stop them from scratching themselves. I have many hand mittens, and I don't think I ever used them. I actually don't think I ever used them with my daughter, and she did get scratches, and when she did get a scratch, to me that was a cue that I needed to cut her nails, and once I trimmed her nails, there was no scratches in sight. So I don't recommend hand mittens because I think your baby should be exploring the world with their hands and learning about how things work, and they can't really do that well if their hands are covered. Number 8 are hard to wear outfits. You guys, oh God, I really didn't buy that many outfits for my baby. I was gifted a lot of the clothes that she had, and anything that had too many snaps, too many layers of clothing, it was just a pain, okay? In the very beginning, when they're newborns, you're gonna be changing their diaper a lot, many times in even an hour. So you want to make sure that you're not snapping 16 snaps to close their little gown. You want to make sure that you can like zip, snap, 3 snaps. Okay, that's not bad. But like the ones that have like the 10 snaps, that's not for me. not for me. You wanna make sure that the baby's comfortable, they're newborns, you know. It is okay to indulge every now and then on a super cute baby outfit. Take pictures if you want. You can take them out and have the experience of taking them out in like a super cute, complicated outfit. But I think the majority of the time, you know, they should be dressed simply because you will be doing lots of diaper changes and you just want it to be comfortable and easy. Moving on to number 9, which is still kind of in the clothing category, are baby shoes. I had lots of baby shoes, newborn baby shoes, 0 to 3 baby shoes. I think she might have worn one for a photo and that was it. She kicked them off. She's not walking. There's no need for baby shoes. They are super cute. And if you want to hang them up in your car mirror or have them so that you can take a picture of them, okay, that's fine, but totally unnecessary. They don't walk. They're not gonna put weight on their feet where they need shoes like that. So I would skip the baby shoes, totally unnecessary. And lastly, which is something that I didn't really know until I had my newborn, is those like old school nasal aspirators, like the bulb kind that have like the little ball and the little suction tip. Those can accumulate bacteria inside because they're harder to clean. Can't really see inside of them. They take a long time to dry, and those are used to clean, you know, put inside of their nose and suck things out. And it's very easy to introduce bacteria to your newborn by using a nasal aspirator like that is just harder to clean and can collect and harbor bacteria. So instead what we were using was the Frida SNOTSUCKER, I think is what it's called. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. I actually still use that every once in a while. Thank God my daughter was not like a snotty baby, or she still isn't a snotty baby, but every once in a while she would have snots and I would use that SNOTSUCKER to help take it out of her nose. And it's not gross by any means. You don't really get any of it in your mouth, so I wouldn't worry about that. But you can clean that one very well. You can see, because the tube is see-through, everything's kind of see-through, so you can see very well if you've cleaned it well enough, if it still requires a little bit of drying time, all of that stuff. So I would skip the old bulb nasal aspirator and get yourself something like the SNOTSUCKER by Frida. Okay, so that's really all I had for you. Those are the 10 things that I feel are just not really an essential for your newborn, and I would totally skip and either go with an alternative to those items that would work better, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. You know, it's not like you must do anything, but I did offer a few alternatives if you were wanting to look into something like that and you just didn't want, like, for example, the nasal aspirator or the Dockatot or whatever the case may be. Use your judgment, of course, and do your own research, because obviously that's the best way that you're going to feel comfortable using the items that you purchase for your newborn. I would be so interested in seeing what worked for you guys that didn't work for me. So if you have something that you absolutely love and you want to share that with me, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Like I said, I know we're all different and all these things are personal preference. You know, what I prefer might be different than what you prefer, and that's totally okay. I love that as human beings, we're all different and we all have different needs and requirements and ways that we go about things. So leave a comment down below if some of the things that I said are like your favorite thing, and tell me why. I'm curious. I want to know why it worked for you so well. If you haven't already, go ahead and find me on Instagram. I will put my social media handle on the screen here at Naturally Martoral. I like to post things about motherhood, my daughter, my pregnancy, and just a couple tips and tricks here and there. So go ahead and find me and give me a follow. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification so that you're notified when I post a new video. Okay, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.